This is James Dutton for Round 8 Boxing. Delighted to join again with Troy Williamson. Troy, how are you, mate?
Yes, James, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yourself?
Good stuff. Yeah, very good. Thank you, mate.
Good,
Uh,
good, good.
your last win over Mark Dickinson, a real statement. What did that mean to you, both personally and professionally?
It meant a lot because of I had a lot at stake. A lot of people were saying I was washed up and I was finished. I was old, and it was going to be a step too far with me jumping up to that weight class. So it did mean a lot. But I knew exactly what I was going to do. I knew how I felt in and outside the ring was the best I felt for a long time. So it was just a matter of just staying quiet throughout the full build up. Didn't really do many interviews, because obviously I'm going to come on the interviews and say how confident I am, but people would have just thought I was lying. So I just thought I'll stay quiet throughout the build up and I'll show everybody on the night.
Now, what adjustments did you and your team make going into that fight after your recent form?
What was that? Sorry.
What adjustments, if any, did you make going into that fight?
Obviously I changed. I've got a new training team. Um, so yeah, that's all really. Just a new training team. Obviously working on different things. And yeah, had a game plan this time going to this fight and stuck to it and it pulled off.
With the new training team, is that giving you a new lease of life almost?
Yeah, definitely. I'm training alongside other boxers now, which is good because we bounce off each other. There's quite a few in there. Kai Richmond, he's fighting tonight on the Job Show in the Northeast. We've got Jordan Barker Porter, um, Ali Singh, Adam Heppel, who's got a big fight coming up with Ben Reese. So yeah, that's just to name a few. We've got Liam Hutchinson. He's a bare knuckle fighter. He did a bit of training there, so we all bounce off each other. It's a great atmosphere and a great vibe in the gym.
So you mentioned you moved up in weight, super middleweight. Do you feel that's a good weight class? Or is that your true weight division?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Like I boxed at in kilograms, obviously 12 stone is 76.2. And I boxed as an amateur 75 kilo. That was like 9 years ago. So yeah, it's obviously that 9 years on and I'm boxing around the similar sort of weight. So for me to be dropping like a stone in weight is was ridiculous. I don't know how I made it, to be fair. Obviously I do. It was obviously pure dedication and drive, but I didn't have no life. I didn't have no social life, I didn't have nothing. I was a very miserable man making them kind of weights. So yeah, I feel good. I'm in a good place now. I'm happy I can eat more, so it's good.
Did you notice the difference on fight night being that little bit heavier in a good way or a bad way?
Yeah, in a good way. I felt entered the ring just supremely confident, and I knew exactly what I was up against. I was up against a very, very, very good live opponent. I just felt throughout the full training camp. Really, I felt supremely confident in obviously what we were doing in the gym, the way we were sparring. I just knew that all I had to do was replicate that fight night, and I was going to get the win.
You mentioned something quite interesting a minute ago, and that was when you was making the weight before, you was unhappy, you was miserable, you had no social life. How much has it been a benefit to you mentally going up in weight?
Oh, good, bang on. Like I can go out for the occasional meal with my missus. Obviously, train hard for the week. On a weekend, we can go out for an occasional meal where before I couldn't. I was literally just stuck to just very, very, very strict foods for like 10 weeks. It was, yeah, I wasn't happy, put it that way. I wasn't enjoying boxing. I wasn't enjoying going to the gym, knowing I was going to be training hard on very low calories. Where now, yeah, I'm in a good place.
See, after that fight and on social media since then, you've been calling out Callum Simpson.
I
That's
don't know. I'll stop you there. They called me out. They called me out straight after the win. His manager got in touch with me, and his manager got in touch with my coach. So I just thought, well, if he's won that fight, it's a good fight. Let's push for it. So I've not called nobody out. Obviously, they mentioned my name. So and they come up to my corner after the win. So
I mean, Callum's obviously making quite a good name for himself domestically and at European level as well in boxing at the weight. How much does that fight excite you?
oh, it really excites me. That these are the kind of fights that will bring the best out of me. Um, Don't know Callum personally, but obviously I'm on social media. He looks like a true professional, lives a life, and obviously you can see he's doing the goods. He's unbeaten. He's got the British Commonwealth and European title. So I can't see why that fight can't be made. It's an easy fight to be made, and it looks like it could be made. So I look forward to that. And yeah, it's a real fan friendly fight.
After taking a few losses, is it nice for you to have somebody chasing you and having that target back on your back again?
Um, yeah, in a way, obviously, it's just nice to get back to winning ways. Like it wasn't hard to say. I was killing, like I say, I was killing myself to make the weight. So like, there's no regrets in any of my losses because I've agreed to go ahead and fight. But some of the fights I've had bad experience doing the weight of, and I've went into fights with certain injuries. But like I said, I've never once came out and made that public because I agreed to carry on and fight. So yeah, I think injury free and at this weight, I'll be a problem for anybody.
If the Callum Simpson fight does happen, and like you say, it's an easy fight to make on your part at least, does your experience in tougher fights give you the edge over someone like Callum Simpson?
I think if I'm honest, I think we're similar fighters, but I just think I do things a little bit better. I've got more angles. I think I punch harder. Um, he might be a little bit bigger, but doesn't really matter. Like Mark Dickinson was a lot bigger than me on fight night, and people are saying like I've seen a few comments. Does he carry the power at 168? Well, that was me wanting me first fight at 168, and I stopped marking the 9 round, so I carry the power and I carry it late. So I think it's going to be a very good fight, one that I will go in there supremely confident in, and one that I will go in there confident in getting him out there.
Obviously, at a new weight, new training team, are you approaching this next chapter of your career with a newfound mentality and mindset?
Yeah, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. I did say before this fight, it was like it wasn't ever in my mind like win, lose or draw. It was always like win. I knew, and that's no disrespect to Mark. Like he's a very, very good fighter, but I just the way I was feeling like before camp started, I was just there's no way I was losing that fight. No way. And I just think at this way, people are going to see the best out of me, and I'm going to roll back the years and bring these big nights back to the northeast.
You've taken a few losses, I think three on a bounce. You hadn't won before the Mark Dickinson fight for a couple of years. Was it ever a point where you felt like walking away from the sport?
Yeah, there was, and I sat down and I thought, like, the only real reason I wasn't performing at the way I can was down to weight. I just thought, like, you always think like get down to these low weights, and when I'm EIJ, I'm going to be massive. It's going to be beneficial. I'm going to have the edge. When really, that's not the case. Like you drain yourself down to these sort of weights, but then you're rehydrating and look at the Mark Dickinson performance, and then look at um. Well, just look at my last two performances. Look at the Mark Dickinson one, then look at the Jahai Tucker one. I had 13 months out the ring. I went quite heavy. uh, struggled to make middleweight when really I should be able to make middleweight. So struggled to make middleweight just of having that much time out of the ring, and you can see in the performance I was flat. My feet were stuck in the mud. I was getting knocked off balance, and then I thought Mark Dickinson at the weight above, and the explosiveness was there. I had a spring in my step, moving my head, and see I stopped him in the 9 round. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's next.
Do you think with those losses you've taken that fans and maybe fighters and promoters underestimate you now? And does that fuel you to move on and drive?
I don't think they do now. Now they've seen my last performance, but they definitely did do. I was fed to Mark Dickinson for one of Matchroom's prospects to beat me. It's like I'm a decent name in British boxing. Yeah, we'll beat him. When obviously that wasn't the case. I heard from a very close friend of mine that they were in Dublin the night before because Ben Marksby was boxing on the Westman show, and Sam Jones was saying if Mark Dickinson can't stop Troy Williamson, he wants to pack him box. So Sam Jones is he's got to eat his words. He's got to eat a bit of humble pie because I do think a lot of people were writing me off, and a lot of people were thinking I was finished. And just like you say, I've shocked a lot of people. So
When people were writing you off, especially before that fight, does that piss you off when you hear things like that?
no, not really, because it's the word. It's understandable. Obviously, going off my last few performances. Off my last few performances, I wasn't performing. I was getting obviously I've lost my last three, didn't I? So I think I lost four of my last five. So I wasn't performing. So it's understandable. People write me off, but I knew deep down that I wasn't finished, and I knew deep down that I was only not performing because of the weight. So if I step up in weight, change training team, then I knew that obviously I knew what I was capable of, and that was obviously what I done on September 6th. So, and I think that was me first camp with Jordan, my coach. So I'm only going to get better.
I think you posted on social media this week that you're back out again before Christmas potentially. How realistic would that be, the Callum Simpson fight, or is that something later down the line?
Yeah, I think that could. I think that could happen before Christmas. Um, from what I believe, I think there's been talks about it. So maybe late November, December. I'm back in the gym taking over. So and I've seen that he's out training. He's always in the gym. I'm always in the gym. Like I said, I can't see why that fight can't happen. So hopefully we can get it signed and sealed before the end of the year.
And just fine, I know you're not a trash talker or a disrespectful fighter, but any message for Callum Simpson if you do clash?
May the best man win. Um, yeah, we both train very hard. Both warriors of the sport. Live and breathe boxing. So may the best man win on the night, whenever that may be.
Perfect. Troy, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate your time as always.